Hello everyone, welcome to part 61 of the 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself series. Our 61st part here, we are going to be talking about some interesting stuff today, and this one is all about coaching. By the way, I'm Walt, if you guys didn't know that. Here we are, 61, coaching. And so this one is the idea that we should get a coach at times in order to better our lives. So he goes into the example of Jack Nicklaus, the great golfer, and how after he has a disappointing round, he would often take a golf lesson. And so, of course, there are a lot of sports analogies in this one because Steve Chandler was a sports columnist here. So we had a lot of sports examples, and so many times these work perfectly. So I just love these sports examples. So this one, he goes into saying initially, like, why would Jack Nicklaus, this great golfer, get like a golf, lesson? I mean, come on. His coach here is not a better golfer than he is, so like, why does he need to listen to him? I mean, if the guy can't get him to take some strokes off his game, I mean, if he can't do it better, then what's the point in hearing it from somebody, like that? And the answer turns out to be that it's not really about that. What it's about is the coach can be objective versus the, you personally cannot be so objective. At least coaches can be objective in theory, depending on your game. I mean, sometimes when you have bonuses on the line, or you have performance incentives, or you have your job on the line, obviously, then they're a little more involved in terms of what the coach has in mind. But he gets to the idea here of maybe we should all have a life coach, either as in a professional capacity or just our best, closest kind of friend or relative who is not going to be overly judgy, overly problematic. We should go to this person and get them to coach us for a little bit on different aspects of our lives. Now, we all have those people who I would call the sandal talkers, those who are always can tell you how to do everything. They're very perfectionisty. They're very, they want to get their nose in your business. They're often not very successful people, but they want to tell you how to do everything. Don't get one of those people, okay? Get one of the people who is going to be nice, who is going to be objective still, and who is also going to be friendly about it. They could give you some really life-changing advice. I definitely recommend that. It's very similar to Napoleon Hill's idea of the Mastermind Alliance. If you can set one of those up, set up a situation where you have somebody who, where 1 + 1 = 3 kind of synergy, where you're working with somebody and ideas are just flowing and they're really clicking when you're working together. Have that kind of relationship, and often those people will be the best at being able to give you some advice when you need it that can massively improve your life. Because at the end of the day, we're not very objective about our own lives because they're ours, okay? So we can't always see all the aspects of them because we're very close to them and we're very attached to them. The more detached we are from our own lives and our own circumstances and things like that, the better we are at being able to move away from them and see them more objectively. But often we're not going to be able to do that, and if we don't do the work to detach, then we're just going to remain stuck to them. So having somebody else can be an excellent tool in order to get a better perspective, and you can do the same for them, and that kind of reciprocity can really change lives and ultimately, just make everything better. So anyway, that's about it for this part. I will see you guys next time with our next part, so stay tuned. I'll see you then.